Hello, welcome to the Betancourt's channel, where we talk about anything from different ways to save money, food storage, homesteading, all the way to police gear. If you saw the video that we put up just before this with my husband's external tactical vest, that was fun. This is just an everything kind of channel for you. But this video today is me. I've watched all of the all you can make in a paper pack videos, not all of them, but quite a few, enough that I started dreaming about making cards and cutting strips of paper, that I figured it's time now to actually put it into practice. And I wanted to try and figure out the cheapest way that we could make birthday cards that are still nice as or more so than the ones that you can buy for $5 in the store. I know I can go to the dollar store and spend $1 and buy a flimsy card, but they're nice, but they just aren't. Okay, let's just put it this way. I live in a small community, and when I send a card to somebody or give a card to somebody, I don't want it to be the same exact one two other people have given them. Okay, so with that being said, I watched May's channel. If you haven't seen her, she is amazing at what she does, and she did a couple videos of all you can make with Echo Park's paper packs. It's 12 pieces of double-sided paper. So one side will look like this, one side looks like this, and then it's just 12 by 12 sheets of paper, and they all have different images. You get 2 of each kind, so 2 that have this on one side, and those 2 pages have this on the back side. And then you get a sheet of stickers. This is my empty sheet of stickers. I used all but 2 of the stickers. I kind of liked playing with them. It is my first time of using stickers. They are very thick, and I kind of liked them. So this is Echo Park Paper Company, and this one is actually called Birthday Wishes by Alicia Gordon. And let's get into showing you. First of all, I am a money girl. I try to figure out ways of saving money. This pad is normally $14.99, and I probably would have spent that money. I actually was going to buy a Christmas one, and then I read somewhere that people were buying them at Tuesday mornings. So I went to my local Tuesday mornings, which is an hour and a half away, and they have it for $5.99. Now, they didn't have the Christmas one that I wanted. They actually did, but there was a woman named Erin that needed it more than me, so I gave it to her. Yes, I let her purchase it, but her and I were both talking about paper, and she was talking about needing to make gift tags, and they actually are amazing for making gift tags. So anyways, let's get the first stuff out of the way. These are the scraps that I have, the garbage. That's what I have left over that I'm just not going to use. I'm not really good. This is my first time doing this. So I had a lot of little slivers because I cut the paper too big, and had I not done that, then I would have been able to have made more cards. And this is what I have left, the little pieces that I just didn't have anything to do with. Now, I used my Cricut for a lot of this, and I'll show you when we get into it how I used my Cricut. So first, what I did was I took the cut aparts, and each sheet, there were 2 sheets, I believe it was, full of cut aparts, and that was this thing here. So I did cut aparts. So this is the first one, and I made the bigger cards, and then I added stickers to it, and I made basically 2 very similar to that. And then these, I'm just going to flip through them. There are some people that literally you sit there and you get to watch them make the cards, and that's amazing. And I totally think that you need to go through and watch them. But for me, I'm just going to show you. And then I went to the square ones, and this is still working with the cut aparts and adding to it. And these were actually the top part of the page where you cut on each 12 by 12 sheet of paper. It has this little strip across the top. And I cut that out of each one, off of each one, and I used them because I just wanted to save money. So we have just adding the paper, and this one just has a, let's see, I used 8 pieces of cardstock on this. So this just has a piece of cardstock with one of the double-sided, the yellow dots. I really like the yellow dots with a cut apart, and it was simple. But I wasn't going for elaborate. Some people are making such amazingly elaborate cards, and I was just looking for something that we could send to our kids. So this is part of the stickers with just the paper and layered with stickers on them. And the stickers, there were a lot of stickers on this. I was finding that I still had more stickers, and I was almost done. Let's do this one. This is the same size as the first card with more stickers, and I loved that. And the happy birthday, it's your day celebration. And then this one, I'm not like really happy with it, but you know, it will do. It will totally do. So this is the smaller. I don't have my sizes yet. I think maybe these are A2s. I don't know. Somebody else in the comments can say something. But this is still working with the cut aparts and the little birthday wishes and putting them together. This is another one of the cut aparts. And when there were cut aparts, I put them both together and pretty much tried to make the same kind of card. So that was there. And then more stickers using, I went after I finished with the cut aparts. That was the first thing I did, because that's what I saw most of the people doing when they were creating the cards. Was I used the cut aparts, and then I went through and I made cards with the paper and the stickers. And these were just, I didn't want ones that, because most of my cards I have to send over through the mail, and I didn't want them to be extremely heavy because we put letters inside of our cards. This one I added a little bit of twine. May actually does that with hers. And this was for the girl pack, so it's mainly birthday cards for girls, which we have all girls, so we're perfectly good with that. And then we went, after I finished, that's pretty much all the stickers done. After I finished with the stickers, I went to making cards with little bits of the paper. Oh, let's talk about those in a minute, because we have one more right here. So, and I started doing this, and to tell you, I really thought this was cool, but it was tedious. And then this was the front sheet of that, of the paper pack. It came with this and a sheet full of, you know, what you see inside of it. And I really liked this, so I cut it out. This is actually what the cut apart page looked like, and you got 2 of those pages. So I just cut it and used it. So I finished those, and I still had a few stickers that were a little bit bigger. So I made little 3x3 cards. I took a little 110-pound cardstock that I got at Staples. I paid $17.99 for 250 sheets of 110-pound cardstock. And with that, it turns out to be like 3 cents each. So I took 1 sheet out of all of this. You'll see that I used 1 sheet of this white cardstock, and I just made little envelopes. Now I can go into Cricut and I can design and use envelopes. I can make envelopes for these with the Cricut. And then I made 1 gift tag. I had a leftover gift tag laying around, and I just wanted to see what it would look like. I'm not real happy with this. I like the ones I made early on the Cricut, and I'll show you those in just a minute. So I finished those, and I went to the Cricut. I put all of the paper. I still had 2.5 sheets of paper left out of everything that I've already done. So I added just, again, I'm just going for simple. I'm not going for extravagant. I added, the inside of them pretty much has that. I saw a lady, Christine Markhartz, I believe is her name. I'm probably saying that wrong, and I am so sorry. I watched several of her 6x6 paper pack videos, and she is amazing and very detail oriented, and she does the inside of her cards, and she does absolutely excellent card making, way beyond what I am doing. But I went to the Cricut, I put all of this together, and I went to the Cricut, measured what I wanted, had the Cricut write the happy birthday, and cut out the size that I wanted. So all I did was put an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper down and told the Cricut the sizes that I wanted, and the Cricut laid it all out, and I walked away and came back, and it had all of my little happy birthdays written, because I can't write like that. There's no way. I'm not writing like that. So it had them all written and all ready to go. I kind of like that one. It's really simple. And then I found this actually comes from that front sheet too. And this is the leftover little cut apart thing that you're supposed to cut off the top of it. And then there's this one. Did I put anything? Yeah, I put something on the inside of that one. And this is my goof. This is my, and I don't feel really bad because I think May did this once on one of her videos I watched. I'm not quite sure. I think I've probably watched 30 or 40 of these types of videos. Anyways, it's okay. You know what? I am weird, and I'm just going to send it to somebody that is weird just like me and write in it maybe I'll send it to a left-handed person, and we could open the card on the right side. But we have just a few more. It's just plain and simple. Usually they go with another present. This is what I talk about with the cutting. It's not really perfect, but oh well. You can see right here at the top, I'm not quite sure if this is why the paper was $5.99, but there's on a lot of the pieces of paper, there is, see if I can find one. Here we go. When the ones that I got, there's a little discoloration up here at the top. It's not on this main part, but I ended up towards the end of my paper using, I ended up cutting away the top and the bottom strip. It's almost like it got dirty, or it was like the sun was getting to it and fading it or something. It just had a little weird coloring to it. But for $5.99 and for what I got out of it, I am extremely happy. So there's this one and this one. And then after that, that's going to be 61 cards. And we're going to total everything up because I actually keep meticulous notes on how much I spend on things. So then I took the last little partial sheet of paper and I sat down at the Cricut and I designed, well, their Access has this gift tag in there. I resized it, I put it on the mat, and I got it to where, because you're talking, I had a partial sheet, so I had cut some stuff out of one of the corners. So I labeled, I placed all of the tags and grouped them together to where I could use the most amount of paper. I just put this here so that I could write to and from and write on it. And then I'll put some twine. I have some baker's twine that I'll just run through it, or ribbon, whatever. But I put the paper on the Cricut, designed the tags around what I had already cut out on the page, sent it through. What was left of the paper was pieces of little thin shreds of paper. And then I ended up throwing that paper away and using the tags, and this was all the tags I got. So I only had one mishap. But let's talk about what I got out of it. I got 61 cards. Well, actually, I got 53 cards and 10 tags. So I got 61 pieces. I spent on the paper pad $6. I used 8 pieces of cardstock, and I get my cardstock between 3 and 5 cents a piece when they're on sale. So I put 8 pieces and 40 cents. I used about $1 worth of glue. Yes, I counted how many times I had to refill that bottle, and that's all I used. I didn't pop any up with dots or anything. I just used glue. And then I used cards and envelopes. I had 47 card with envelopes, which makes them 7 cents for a set, and that was $3.29. So I spent $10.69 on this, which makes them 17.5 cents each. So 17.5 cents. I will go in with the Cricut and have it write something on the inside, or we'll just write happy birthday in a letter to whoever we're sending it to. I think that's a pretty good deal, much better than spending $5 for a card, and it was made by us. So like or comment below and let us know what you think of it. We will be putting more videos up of how we're saving money and making do in this world that's ever more expensive. And if you have any questions on how we do anything, please don't hesitate to ask. Right now, I am getting ready to go can and preserve some grapefruit. I know you're thinking grapefruit, but I actually found a recipe for grapefruit and lavender, canned grapefruit lavender, and it sounds amazing. And since I harvested lavender and dried it from earlier harvest, and I had a friend when we were down in California give us some grapefruit, I have enough for about 2 batches. And then with the grapefruit rind, I am going to candy it because my husband loves candied citrus. It actually just tastes like candy. And so he'll be excited for that. But I have to get going on that. You guys have a great day. Bless you all. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.